Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a community shows their support for a family suffering from an unthinkable loss. And a forest fire gave Pikeville a scare after it burned more than 50 acres.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning and a happy Friday to you, Mountain family. My name's Amelia Lee here with you on this March 21st, and the time is now 5 o'clock, which does mean it is time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall this morning. Megan, it's officially spring, the second day of spring. I know we are not having that spring-like weather right now, so it's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it is a little unfortunate. We even saw some snow last night move through, especially for our Virginia counties. You can kind of see the remains of it as we're looking on live pinpoint Doppler radar. I mean, take a look. This is the loop of the last 6 hours, but right now we are all clear and we're not looking at any more snow in our forecast. So let's go ahead and pause right there so you can see what we're looking at. Here's what we're talking in terms of temperatures, though, because it's very chilly outside. We're sitting in the 30s and upper 20s as you're heading into London. Normally, we see the upper 30s as the low temperature, and so we're a little bit cooler than what you'd expect. Here's what we're going into this afternoon, though, which is about on track seasonally for those high temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s, seeing some low 50s pop out as you're traveling towards Wise. Here's how those temperatures will warm up throughout the next couple of hours. We'll hit our high around that 5 o'clock mark today and cool down overnight. Amelia.
Thank you, Megan. Well, a southern Kentucky community is mourning the loss of 3 people who died earlier this week in a fire. A woman, her son, and granddaughter all died after that fire in Somerset. We're learning more about the lives taken and the farewell services to be held this weekend. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to a family who's grieving that loss, but finding hope in a caring community.
It's been such a monumental moment in time for all the wrong reasons and never finding the right words for it.
And like I was telling somebody a while ago, I could talk all day, but I don't know what to say.
Fire swept through a home on Parkers Mill Road early Tuesday morning. Norma Dean Petite, her son Jerry Todd, her granddaughter Briley all passed away. Bradley's father Brian survived and is at a Louisville hospital.
This happens to someone else, and we see it on the news, and we say, oh, how awful, and then we go on with our lives.
Pastor Alan Fisher tells me that he has performed a lot of funeral services, but none like the one that'll be held here on Saturday. There will be one funeral for all 3 at 11 o'clock Saturday morning.
3 family members at one time, and so it's definitely going to be a heavy day here for us on Saturday. And yeah, and especially with the young one and the other one. I mean, they're all amazing people.
All 3 from one family, but each with their own stories.
Briley was a Spitfire. You couldn't get anything over on her. He was a walking GPS. He could tell you anything. She was the grounder, I guess, of her family and of our family.
They're grieving their loss, but thankful for the community and even the actions of complete strangers.
Some people they didn't know stopped and gave them $200. Said they'd been through this.
Knowing now they can also make it through this. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Visitation services will be from 3 to 8 Friday at the church. Southern Oaks Funeral Home is handling arrangements. A forest fire caused a scare and led to evacuations on Wednesday afternoon in Pikeville. Crews were told a transformer possibly blew, causing trees behind the Northgate apartment complex to catch fire. When first responders arrived, they found heavy smoke, and the wind was not helping matters.
We spoke with the Division of Forestry. They estimated probably 60 to 70 acres in total on both sides of the ridges. It not only caught one side of the ridge, but it caught the other side of the ridge as well.
The apartment complex was evacuated as a precaution. The fire is contained and has been monitored throughout the day. No injuries were reported. A woman in Laurel County is accused of assaulting an ambulance crew member. Deputies arrested 28-year-old Olivia Thomas of Corbin Wednesday evening after a complaint. They say Thomas was with a child, disoriented and possibly on drugs. She was taken to Baptist Healthcare where an ambulance crew member claimed he was assaulted by Thomas on the way to the hospital. Thomas is facing several charges and was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Two new disaster recovery centers open in Johnson and Leslie counties. The center in Johnson County opened Saturday at the KCTCS Mayo Campus Auditorium in Paintsville. The center in Leslie County opened today at the 911 Dispatch Center on Highway 421 in Hayden. Both centers are for survivors of the February 14th through March 7th severe storms and flooding. The hours are from 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and Sunday from 1 until 7. For more information, you can find this story on our website, WYMT.com. The LG&E and KU Foundation donated $25,000 to help families recover from last month's flooding. The money will go to the American Red Cross. Officials say it will help with sheltering, food, financial assistance, and cleanup efforts. For more information on how to help or donate, you can visit redcross.org. Well, folks in Whitesburg are wondering, why did the turkey cross the road? The Whitesburg Police Department has been trying to capture a wild turkey crossing the intersection at Pine Mountain Junction. The turkey walked up and down the street for a week, and officers have been working to capture him the last 3 days.
We're concerned, obviously, about the traffic. This is a busy highway, busy intersection, so we don't want vehicle collisions to happen, but we also want to try to get this guy out of the way safely.
Folks believe that the turkey could be injured or sick. If you drive through this intersection, make sure that you use caution. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, when the doctor is in, might get a new meaning as some begin to get help from AI assistance.
And temperatures will be warming as we're heading into the weekend.